Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Swery, the director of The Good Life. Today I would love to talk you through the pre-production build. Since I'm doing this, it's going to be done in a Kansai dialect version, but please bear with me. Firstly, The Good Life centers around our main character, Naomi, a photographer from New York who travels to a rural town in England in order to pay off her financial debt. So, as a photographer, she uses her camera and takes photos in order to accumulate income towards repaying her large debt. Kind of like this. The main mission, and the fastest way to make all the money, revolves around an offer from a major newspaper company in New York called Morning Bell, who asks her to investigate the secrets of this town. You can make the most money that way, but like this, if you take random photos in-game, you can post these photos on an in-game site called Flamingo and collect likes. Each like earns you more income, so you should take more and more photos to post. If you wanted to gauge what kind of photos receives the most likes, you can find the most popular NPC on Flamingo, and by clicking on the hashtag that's attached to their photos, you can research what kind of photos are trending. So with that, you can probably increase your likelihood of receiving more money. So today, within this pre-production build, I would like to explore some more side quests that utilize the photo-taking systems in the game. So I believe there was like a townsperson somewhere over here. Yes, her. Let's go. The dialogue is in English, but I will post the Japanese later. Let's take it a little slower so that those in Japan have time to read through it carefully. This woman is troubled. Her husband is a priest, but he is a drunken priest. So this is still all pre-production, however, I wanted to portray the atmosphere of the town, so I wrote all the dialogue. So if you are an English speaker, I would love if you paid attention to the words too. I wonder if Japanese people would pay attention to this if they don't understand the English. Naomi, her language is very, very crude. You might be asking why, but it's because she's a New Yorker. So when I said this at PAX EAST, some people laughed in approval, but the people from New York were like, oh. So here, you can see that the choice is simply not yes or no. This game is geared towards a more mature audience, so to better engage the target audience, I wanted to bring out Naomi's personality through these small details within her dialogue. So like this, using photos, she is able to solve many problems that come up. But first and foremost, I guess we should go take some photos of this drunk guy so he can't make any more excuses to his wife. This town is so peaceful. So right now we are doing a side quest. By playing through side quests, you can probably get more money than by taking photos and uploading them to Flamingo. But also, your relationship with the NPCs are greatly affected. The more positive the interaction, the more friendly they become to Naomi. Vice versa, if you take a negative photo of them, they might start disliking Naomi. So there's another way to enjoy the game, I think. Also, within this game, it's going to be fully open world. So if you look over here, this path trails deeper into the distance. Because this is a pre-production build, I can only go up to this point. Eventually, since it's open world, these roads would lead to forests, or you can explore lakes, go to caves. You can definitely look forward to all of that. When you do eventually explore these other areas, you can use this. So in this game, instead of riding cars, you can ride sheep. Those of you who are watching my previous crowdfunding campaign that was launched around September, you probably already knew this. But yes, you can ride sheep to travel farther distances. Alright, let's find a pub to clear this quest. This town, being English, there are no convenience stores, but there seems to be numerous pubs. I think this is one too. Alright, let's go inside. There are several people already inside this pub. It's no surprise that in England, there are many day drinkers. I guess this is the bartender? This one This guy's awesome. He's holding a bottle. Like me. This guy's just enjoying the fireplace. This guy looks a little bit suspicious. His hand, see? He's hiding something. He's definitely suspicious. Should we try to take a photo? No good. So I'm assuming... But maybe... Yes, see? So I knew it. NPCs have a tendency to act differently when they are seen or unseen. By understanding this, you can take a photo, but... he hit it. This guy. Got him. He hit it again. But, I mean, if that's the case, you can probably guess, right? From the other side of the window? So with this, you receive a check mark. Let's go report this back to his wife. With the photographic evidence, he can't possibly deny that he's drunk, right? I really hope he stops getting wasted after this. Oh, also in this game, aside from taking photos, you can also move things around throughout the town. You can pick things up, like this. By doing this, you can take a photo with your own original layout. So instead of taking a photo of a pre-arranged in-game layout, you can customize and take a unique photo. I think it would be fun to try to take these photos and upload them. Like these gnomes here. You can pick them up and move them. But anyways, getting sidetracked. Let's go complete the quest. This town is so peaceful. Alright. So you can see that it says achievement unlocked here. I wonder if I should write out the Japanese dialogue. Maybe later. It's so tedious. Maybe I'll actually try and do it. Well, if I do, please look forward to it. But if I don't, just assume that I quit. So in this scenario, they're saying it's really rare to capture a photo of a drunk priest. But well, if you come to Osaka, you can find a drunk photo of me anytime. So in reality, it's not super rare. Man, this truck is still going. So you hear this jingling sound right now, right? That's the sound of incoming money that you can earn more by completing any quests. This path actually keeps going, but I can't explore that yet. And I won't let you go either. But eventually. So moving on, why don't we do another quest? So at the moment, Naomi's camera is a very basic camera. She has a single focal lens, and it can only focus on objects close by. Not only that, the shutter speed is also very slow. I can show you what I mean with this next quest. This guy, John Harrison. This somewhat foolish and pathetic guy gambled a bit too much and had his truck taken away from him. But he's so attached to his truck that he stands here all day long and watches as some other guy drives his truck around town. I mean, think he has that much time, he should just work and make more money and buy it back. But he just chooses to watch it because he's kind of an idiot. He says, a photo? Like, I never thought of that. He's so stupid he couldn't even come up with the idea to take a photo of it rather than sit here all day. Maybe I can help you. Or, sorry, but it seems like you're screwed. She does say some pretty terrible things, but that's Naomi's character. Anyways, let's help him, because it's what I'm here to show you. Anyways. You're going to help me? He's so happy. Brilliant. I wonder if this sounds English. I feel like Americans would say awesome, but I guess the English are a little bit different here. Yay! So this pose, did you see it on the screen? I really want this pose to become a meme, so I just keep doing it. When I did this at PAX, a lot of people seemed to really enjoy it. Right now there's no audience reaction, so I feel really sad and lonely, but I believe that all of you watching this right now are doing this with me. Okay, let's take a photo of the truck with our very basic camera.
Take a picture of red truck.
I see it. Okay, ready? Let's move close enough so that we can focus on the truck. And now... But, did you see? Did you notice? It's super blurry, right? So actually with this basic camera, the shutter speed is so slow that you can't take the photo without blur. It's like an older iPhone. Because this is an RPG, you can make money, and using that money you can upgrade your camera equipment so that you can take photos of moving objects without a problem. But today I want to show you another way to solve this. So you can probably guess, right? This is like borderline illegal. Here. Oh wait. Shit, I messed up. Whatever. This is still pre-production, so who cares, right? I'm not going to stop because of this small mistake. I decided to just do one long take today, and I'm not going to retake this whole video just because of this, because I'm tired. Guys, because I'm sitting in this kotatsu, you might think I'm lounging around in Osaka, right? You're wrong. This is being shot on the last day of PAX, after all the events have ended, and I'm exhausted. Okay, now you can take this photo. So if you just upgrade the camera, you can clear these kinds of quests very quickly, but you can also rack your brain a little and clear them in other ways. Alright, so let's go back to that idiot. So this... I know you're all doing this with me, right? I believe in all of you. You're doing this, right? I'm gonna keep doing it too because I believe in all of you. So, we've got more money. I believe we moved one of the gnomes already, but in this town, there were, I believe, 5 gnomes. Should we try to collect them all? Of course, you don't have to, but I would love if you enjoyed the game outside of the main events in this way. Ah, here's another one. Okay, 2 more. I think the graphics are really quite beautiful. The graphics team really stepped it up. I really feel that even with these cute graphics, they did a fantastic job creating a unique and complete world. Okay, how many do we have? 4. One more. One more. Where are you? So you see all these sheep around here. Kind of like Grand Theft Auto, you can jump on a random sheep and ride them to travel longer distances. Among my development team, we refer to them as sheep riders. Much like the cars in Grand Theft Auto, the sheep differ in speed and ride comfort, so I hope you can have fun exploring this feature. Oh, they're so cute. I think it would be great if, for example, you uploaded this kind of photo to Flamingo. You can write hashtag Power Ranger or hashtag Gnomes, anything you want. Alright, moving on. I'm going to explain one more camera. So sometimes within this Kansai dialect version, you'll still hear some standardized Japanese. In this game, I have also prepared a zoom lens. It's not included with the basic camera, but in this build we are testing out a bunch of different things. If you use zoom lenses, during PAX, when I took this photo, the bystanding children were super happy. With the standard camera, for example, there are some things that you can't photograph that you can with a zoom lens. For example, these two here. So like this, you can just photograph them normally. But with a zoom lens, okay, something's happening. Alright, I'll take this anyways. Let's try a quest using this zoom lens. So something that I noticed, PAX East has a lot of families that attend. So naturally there are a lot of little children, and I had a really hard time trying to think of ways to present those kinds of scenes. Also because the graphics are super cute in this game, little kids tend to be drawn towards my game. William, why so blue? So she's saying it's beautiful outside, why are you so blue? This guy, his sister-in-law might be involved in something like an affair. What should I do? I asked, but I'm definitely going to help him. Do you want to see a negative response? No, I'll just hit yes. He says this is a small town, and he needs to be careful. He couldn't find her. She's probably somewhere not very noticeable. Okay, so we have to go find his sister-in-law, Elizabeth, who is most likely in a concealed location, and take that photo. Something we can only do with a zoom lens. In the finished game, it's open world, so we can go through these alleyways even though we have blocked them off at the moment. For today, in order to showcase the zoom lens, we're just going to go straight to the correct location since this is a build to explain my game. The campaign is currently running on Kickstarter, but you see those gravestones over there? There was a tier where you can engrave your name on the tombstone, but when I explained that at PAX, there was a guy who bought it right there and then, and it sold out. Okay, so using zoom, I see something. Maybe it's this? It seems like they're having a very serious conversation. Is this good? Yes. Okay, we got it. There was a blue man with her. That's not a bug or a glitch, but because this game has a slight mystery element. Wait, no, not slight. A big mystery. It's a big mystery game, so suspicious characters are portrayed and all blue, so you can't see their identity. It's definitely not a bug, it's fully intentional. I'm gonna randomly troll the town by moving their things. Alright, let's go back to William.
Oh.
It seems like William knows who Elizabeth has been seeing. So she just says, just give me the money. From Naomi's perspective, she couldn't care less who Elizabeth has been seeing, so she probably just wants to pay back her debt and get the hell out of this small rural town. Alright, let's just collect the money and go. She'll do anything for money. So just now we have fast forwarded and faded out into an evening scene to progress the story. However, in the actual game, there will be a smooth transition throughout the night and the day. The game itself will run on a 24-hour-a-day end-game timeline and progress through the day naturally with an open-world setting. However, I wanted to show you what a nighttime scene would look like. So it's pretty dark outside. I have visited rural towns in England before, and it was really dark and scary. So right now, we're making adjustments to try to bring out those feelings as much as possible. It looks pretty great, right? I love this kind of atmosphere. Incidentally, look, this guy's still drinking. Amazing. He's just like me. always drinking. What about the other customers? He's the only one left. And he's still going to hide his beer. What's the point? We all already know. This is amazing. Alright, sorry, let's keep going. This scene is when William suddenly calls Naomi out in the middle of the night. What the hell are you thinking at this time of night?
Oh.
Yeah, even I would get mad. I mean, it happens sometimes, right? People call you out unexpectedly in the middle of the night, asking to go drink or, like, hang out. I tell them to please wait till tomorrow, but, you know, in the end, I always end up going. Elizabeth seems to have freaked out from the photo, so this is a little serious. But Naomi is like, just go to the cops to find her. I agree. But they can't go to the police. Since it's a small town, rumors would spread. If possible, I guess they would like to handle this discreetly, within a small inner circle. It's kind of Japanese how they want to handle the situation, but I wonder if this is true for England? I mean, if this was me, I would want to pick, shut up, I'm tired. Just for the record, I'm tired right now. I mean, this is immediately following PAX. But this is a kotatsu, you probably think I'm in Osaka right now, but no, I'm in Boston. Seriously, I don't know how to prove this. After my last event at PAX, I came straight here and started recording right away. Just trust me on this. Alright, let's go. Let's just hurry up and get this thing over with. That transition was kind of fast, but right now we have entered the forest. We just warped here, but in the actual game it's open world, so you can travel to the forest. This forest is actually quite expansive, so if you lose sight of William, even I will get lost. Hey William. I see a gnome. But William, I'm gonna lose him. This is dangerous. It's this way, right? William. Oh, I hear some voices. Wait, what? Wait. Shit. This is bad. So FYI, in the completed game, all the cutscenes will be done with full voicing. I mean, this might be weird for me to say this, but unfortunately, because this is a game that I am making, someone absolutely has to die. Alrighty, so this is the end of the pre-production build. After this, we are, of course, continuing development and would love to continue updating you on all the progress that we are making. Please support my game as it continues to run on Kickstarter. Thank you so much for all your support. Bye!